Right, it's Rob from Wheelworks Bike Shop in Dublin. Today we are looking at what should, in theory, be a very simple product. It's a water bottle, but it's actually got quite a lot going on. I'm just going to get a bike down here and show it to you in situ. You'll have to excuse the fact that somebody has stolen a derailleur off this bike, so don't look at the back of it. So this is the Trek Speed Concept. Actually, they've stolen more than a rear derailleur. There's brake levers gone as well. Anyway, it's a Speed Concept. It's the integrated, they call it a BTA, between the arms. It's a hydration system that mounts directly into the Speed Concept cockpit. It's really secure. So the cage bolts into the back end of the cockpit tri-bars here, and then the bottle slots into place, locks in with a click. You've got a long straw, wraps around, and it pops in the front there to store it. So your straw is there all the time. So there's a couple of unusual things about this. So the first one is the bottle comes like this. It's got this little cover on here, but you can actually mount a second bottle on top. And the idea with that is you've got an extra place to carry more fluid if you want, or you can carry your spares here if you need to carry extra spares. But effectively what it does is it improves the aero, because the more of that space that you're able to fill up in the middle here, the more aero you are. So you'll see a lot of the pros now are riding with a second bottle piggybacking on the top, and you can, depending on what way works for you, you can mount it forwards or backwards. Some people mount it backwards. They think it works better, it fills the area better. Some people mount it forwards. From a practical point of view, it's up to yourself. Without sticking it in a wind tunnel, you're not going to know which one is faster. So anyway, we shall move on to a couple of very specific details with it. So the whole bottle comes into several. I'm not going to take this piece off to show you how to do that, because it can break when we do that. So the straw comes out of here, and this is really important. This tiny little piece here, the little rubber washer, little gasket, and that needs to go in there, because we had an athlete contact me the other day, and she said, my bottle is leaking. She says, it wasn't leaking the first couple of times, but it's leaking now every time I put water into it. And I said, well, maybe you're just overfilling it, because mine leaked as well when I went out to the last race. And then I thought I'd better actually go and check this to make sure that that's right. So it isn't. It shouldn't leak. It should be okay. And if you haven't got this guy in, the straw leaks at that port there, and it leaks out the side here. So you pop off the little cover carefully. Top cover comes off. There's an internal baffle that comes out, and then when you're putting it back together, your gasket goes there, your internal baffle goes back in there to stop from splashing. Your first cover goes on with the little gasket. Don't know if you can see that inside. And then your straw goes in last. You can put the straw in, I suppose, before that, but the straw goes in and you twist it into place. The other interesting detail about this is there's a lock on the bite valve. So I was out, I was doing a race earlier in the year, first time using a bottle, and I couldn't get any water out. I was biting the valve, because it's just a bite valve, you just bite it, but there's a little lock on it, so it needs to be pulled to be open or pushed to be closed. So if it's in the down position, it's locked, so you can be biting all you want and there's nothing coming out. You need to pull it and then bite. It all disassembles for washing and sticking it in the dishwasher. You can also order spare parts. Hoses available separately, the top baffle, the bottom baffle, the little hose storage piece here. They're all available to order separately if you break or damage one or lose a bottle. And that's it. That's the Trek BTA for the Speed Concept. And we're going to do a little tech video on the internal storage next.